Hey guys, this is Jade, Teta here, talking to you about rest-based training. This is a concept that is becoming more widely known by instructors and personal trainers. And essentially what rest-based training is a concept that puts rest, timing, and rest amount in the hands of the exerciser so they can rest whenever they need to and for as long as they need to. Rest-based training goes by the acronym REST for the key concepts. The R in rest stands for rest-based. And essentially what that means is exactly what it says, that rather than focusing on work during the workout, we're focusing on rest. We actually want the client to push themselves to that resting point or that failure point. And what that does is force them to work harder because they get plenty of rest and recovery in between and they don't feel like they're being controlled. The next aspect of that REST acronym is the E, and that stands for extrinsic focus as compared to intrinsic focus. One of the reasons people slow down and don't exercise as intensely is because they'll begin to focus on the intrinsic sensations of breathlessness, burning, heaviness of the weight, that uncomfortable feeling. So what we do in rest-based training is we try to get them to focus on extrinsic factors, things like how long they have rest left in a movement, things like switching between exercises quickly. In other words, we get them to focus on what they're doing, not what they're feeling, so they can push harder, rest more, and actually get more out of the workout. The next letter in that acronym REST is the S, which stands for self-determined, and that stands for self-determination theory, actually, which comes out of the field of psychology, that says when you give workout control over to an individual or autonomy to an individual, they will actually take more ownership over that and work harder and get more done. And the final concept is time conscious. Obviously, the rest-based training is an intense workout. It moves quickly. It pushes people to the point of rest, which is essentially failure. So it must, by its nature, be short. So most rest-based training workouts only last between 20 and 40 minutes. So when you think about rest-based training, think of that REST acronym, and that'll help you keep the key points in mind.